Happy International Beatles Week. It's Stevie C here with you. Once again from the Mop Top Tours, that's Liverpool's favourite Beatles tour. And I'm going to be out and about this week, between all this week up until the bank holiday Monday. I'm going to be out and about bringing you some of the sights and sounds of Liverpool during International Beatles Week. Really especially for people who can't come to the city, who would normally be here especially. Because of the coronavirus, of course. Other people can't come to Liverpool for whatever reason anyway. So that you don't completely miss out, I'm going to try to bring a little bit of a flavour of the city to you by means of this free Facebook Live virtual tour. And I'll be doing as many of these as I can over the next few days. So I hope you'll be able to join us. So this morning I'm out and about in the historic village of Woolton. This is a historic village. In fact, it's an ancient village dating back, well, you'll actually find it in the Domesday Book of 1086. So it goes back a long, long way, this village. And I know many of you will have visited here on your Mop Top Tour or any other tour that you might have been on over the years. And certainly some of you will have seen this on previous live feeds because it's somewhere that we come to quite often. But we do have lots of new followers on the Facebook page who have hopped on board recently. So special welcome on board to you chaps. Thank you very much for joining us. Be sure to leave comments on the videos as well. It's lovely to hear from you and see where you are in the world. Lovely to hear from you. Anyway, we're going to have a little walk through Woolton Village this morning. Starting off with this little house here, which is the Dairy Cottage. And this is a kind of lesser spotted John Lennon home in Woolton, because John actually lived here on and off between the ages of 3 and 5 here at the Dairy Cottage. This belonged to his Uncle George. It had been in the Smith family for quite a few generations, and it was Uncle George's dairy business. And this has now been recently purchased by a lady who collects Beatle homes. And this one she's had beautifully restored, and it's now available for rental, for holiday rentals, or it was last time I looked. And so if you ever come into Liverpool and you want to stop in a Beatles related home, that is one. It's beautiful. The Dairy Cottage in Woolton. So yeah, so there you go. So it's a beautiful little village, and like I say, you'll find it in the Domesday Book of 1086, but it developed in more recent years as a mining village for the local stone quarries, because there were lots of quarries in this area, you see. And this is how it developed. And lots of the old houses here were actually built specifically to house the miners. And because we had all these quarries in the area, that's why the local school to here was called Quarry Bank High School. Quarry Bank High School for boys. And that is the school where John Lennon attended. And that's where he formed his first group, the Quarry Men's Skiffle Group, which I know many of you will be aware of. And the founder members of the Quarry Men's Skiffle Group were, of course, John Lennon, his friend Pete Shosson, another friend called Eric Griffiths, and another friend called Bill Smith. Sadly, they've all passed away now, apart from Bill. Bill is the sole surviving founder member of the Quarry Men's Skiffle Group. I know some of you will know Bill from when you've joined us on Mop Top Tours. Some of you have been lucky enough to meet Bill, if he's been available. And you'll have certainly seen videos of him on the Mop Top Tours Facebook page and photographs. If you're not familiar with Bill, you can go and check it out. Go and have a look at the videos and you'll be able to find Bill. Bill and I actually did a charity fundraiser back in 2018 for the Marie Curie cancer charity, and we did this by means of a television appearance on the TV programme Bargain Hunt, the BBC Bargain Hunt programme. We had a lot of fun doing that, and the whole episode of that is actually on our Facebook page. So if you click through to the videos, if you want to have a look at that, it might just give you a bit of a giggle if you're twiddling your thumbs over the weekend. Anyway, back to the tour. Here we are coming into the heart of Woolton Village. And it's a beautiful little village. We always come here on the Mop Top Tours. We'll have a little visit to Woolton. And there's lots of things here which have got Beatles and Quarrymen connections. Well, we've got Quarry Street here because up this little street here, I say a little street, it's quite a long street, this one, was the home to one of the quarries. Obviously they're not there now, but that was one of the quarries upon Quarry Street. And this here, this is the old baths here, where we know that John and Paul enjoyed coming here to the Woolton baths, and they're very proud of that fact at the Woolton baths. Here we go. Pretty cool. Very quiet in Woolton at this time of morning. Lovely time of day to come out for a little walk. I've been on a little power walk this morning. So if I sound a little bit out of breath, that's why. And if you ever want to come to Woolton, I mean, it's a lovely place to come for a bite to eat. There's lots of lovely restaurants here. There's something for everybody, really. There's the Chinese restaurant, we've just gone past there, and the steakhouse here. There's a Turkish restaurant as well, an Indian restaurant, Italian. There is something for everyone. Another quarry connection. There's a club called the Quarry. Can you see that? It's also famous in Woolton as being a village in bloom as well, and this is where the local residents and businesses dress up the village with plants and flowers. And when we get to the height of summer, as you can see, the whole place is awash with colour. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's often the winner of the Gold Award for Village in Bloom. So if you come in the summertime, it's a real treat to see. But it's most famous in Woolton for Beatles fans as being the place where John and Paul first met. So I'm going to take you for a little walk now and show you where all this happened. Just before I do that though, I'm going to very quickly just show you something down here as well. This was an early Quarrymen venue just here, which is the Woolton Village Club. And anybody that's watching who's local to us, if you live local, every Thursday night we operate a free Spanish speakers workshop here, brought to you by StevieTTransfers.com, your friendly local transfer service with a smile. And each Thursday night we come to the Woolton Village Club to have our Spanish speakers workshop. So if you fancy joining us for that, doors open at 6:30, ready for a 7 o'clock start, and we do the workshop until 8:30 about.